Hey everyone, Derek here from WayScript. In this one, let's check out the brand new spreadsheet editor and do a use case where we take Google Sheets information and pass it to Python. Let's get started. Here in the WayScript editor, we just introduced a new full screen mode on how you can view spreadsheets and work with the information inside of them. So let's check it out. We'll do that by using a Google Sheets module, which we can use to write and read information from Google Sheets. In this example, let's read a file, and then we can click the Setup Read button below it. This gives us the full screen that we can now work with instead of what it was before, just over here in the left. We can choose the file, so I'll choose Sample Dashboard Data, and then we can choose the sheet. We'll import those two columns by clicking the import buttons at the top, and then we'll just make a few variable names. Once we do that, we see that we create these as variables down here in the bottom left, and we can use these throughout our WayScript program. Now what we can do is we can click on Exit Read Setup, and that brings us back to this view here. At this point, we've read in the information, so let's go ahead and use a Python step to do a few calculations. We'll click the new button called Enter Edit Code Mode up here in the left, and we can input our own Python code in the editor, just like how we could before. And just for the sake of doing it, we'll use a few calculations on them just to demonstrate using Python. So we'll use a package called NumPy so we can convert our Python lists. We'll do a few list comprehensions here so we can determine the data type. So I'm casting on a float data type. That way we know that these will be floats instead of strings. And now we can use NumPy to create two arrays, and we'll just do a simple calculation just to do it. So we'll do something like result will be NumPy dot array 1, and then we'll just do a division of the second array. Now we'll write this back, so we'll just call it result, and we'll set it equal to result. Now we'll click this run button. We see that we get an error back, and that's because WayScript doesn't recognize this array type, so we'll say toList on the end to make it a list. Now we'll execute it again. This time we see that our new result value is down here in the left in the variables panel. At this point, now that we have these numbers, we could do something simple like send an email, or we could create hosted dashboards with something like the chart module and the dashboard response module. We could create an API and a lot more. There's definitely a bunch of awesome use cases, but I just wanted to show off a couple of the new features on the WayScript platform. If you have any questions or comments, as always, please let us know and we'll help you out. Until next time.